Whoa, what the? Did we step through some kind of portal and end up in Florida?
Nope, we're still in the Midwest. We are in one of the northernmost cypress swamps in North America.
We are at the Heron Pond Wildcat Bluff Nature Preserve. Here, part of the Cache River Nature Preserve in the Shawnee National Forest. It's a short trail we're on today, the Heron Pond Trail, about a mile and a half. Since I'm hobbled and have to, can barely hike, we're keeping them kind of short, but this is unlike any place you would expect to see in Illinois or anywhere in the Midwest for that matter. So what do you think that was we seen swimming there in the creek, Catfish?
Looked like a cottonmouth.
That was my best guess. Look at the greens of this swamp. You can already start to see the cypress trees. Does it feel like you're in the Midwest?
It feels like we're in Florida.
Right.
The bald cypress trees in the Cache River Basin aren't true cypress trees, but belong to the same plant family as the sequoias. They are some of the largest and oldest trees in the Midwest, with some reaching 1,500 years old. Thousands of years ago, this area was the shoreline of a much larger Gulf of Mexico, and this is what remains of that ancient coastal environment.
See, one of the things Catfish and I love about getting out into nature is finding new and cool ecosystems, at least new to us. Technically, these cypress swamps are very ancient. Okay, Catfish catching some of the bird action. But I can't say that we've seen anything quite like this anywhere in the Midwest. Supposedly there's one in Indiana that we have not been to yet. What do you think about this place so far?
Looks pretty cool. There's some different weird plants here that we don't see elsewhere.
Yep. Other than our times in Florida, I can't say we've seen anything even remotely like this.
No.
Well, if you don't like creepy crawlies like snakes, spiders, this may not be the trail for you. What do you think about him, Catfish?
He looks pretty cool, but I wouldn't want to touch him. In front of us is the state's largest cherry bark oak tree.
So when I seen that here on an offshoot from the Heron Pond Trail is the state's champion cherry bark oak tree, to be honest, I didn't really think much about it. There's not too many big trees that impress me here in the Midwest. I stand corrected. Catfish walk up to that thing.
This thing is wider than I am.
I've never seen a tree that thick at the base in the Midwest ever. Anywhere. I mean, this is comparative to some of the smaller sequoias we've seen out in California.
Yeah.
Well, that means we gotta walk around it. Let's go. Yeah, this cherry bark oak here is no joke. The circumference of it is over 22 feet. It stands 100 feet tall. The crown is 113 feet wide. It's a pretty good sized tree here in the Midwest.
Imagine how many more big trees are like this before they were cut down in the logging days.
That's a good point. Alright, well that's our hike today here around Heron Pond in the Cache River Natural Area. What'd you think about this little hike here, Catfish?
The Cypress swamps are pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, how old do you think that is?
Like probably at least thousands of years old.
Now you figure that's left over from, gosh, probably back when there was an inland sea in the middle of America. I mean, that's where they're usually at, is in the tropics. And we have just a few remnants here in the Midwest. So it's cool to see them. And there's a whole lot more throughout the Cache River Natural Area beyond just Heron Pond. This was actually a really short one. And I also have to thank and give a shout out to Hiking with Sean, our YouTube's local expert here on the Shawnee National Forest. I actually think I learned of the cypress swamps from his videos from, gosh, back when he was first starting out. I'd never even heard of the Cache River and the cypress swamps until he did some videos on them. So glad we got a chance to check them out.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Peace out.
Surprise! We're not done yet. We're at the Big Cypress Tree Trail. It's like 250 feet long. Yeah, I can handle a trail like that today. Let's go check out how big these cypress get here in the Shawnee National Forest. Well, this isn't even swampland, is it, Catfish?
No.
It's definitely damp. Let's check out how big these things are. Oh yeah, muddy. Look how gnarly that is, Catfish.
Wow.
You can climb on top of that.
That's like a jellyfish.
Don't hurt yourself. Yeah, that's quite a tree, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
It's also actually called the Pooh Bear tree because it has entrances that a small enough person could squeeze in it. So maybe this is 100-acre wood here, and Pooh Bear has a stash of honey inside there. Kind of crazy, huh, buddy?